Hi, my name is T. Michael Wood, and I'm here to give you a bit of an overview about my dad and his musical career. My dad was Mike Wood. As you may know, in 2025, I'm dedicating this year to trying to get my dad's music out into the world. Like most musicians, very talented musically, but he just was shy, did not want to promote his stuff. In fact, he'd be in conversations. There might be discussion about music, and he would probably wouldn't even bring up the fact that he released two albums back in the '70s and a CD in 2000. Um, Most of you listening out there may have met my dad in various venues. He sang weekly at St. Mark's Church for 55 years. He also did masses for St. Mary's and St. Bernadette here in Lancaster, Ohio. You may have run into him at Old Bill Bailey's. It's a bar it's a ragtime bar, Dixieland type music that my grandfather on my mom's side ran. And my grandfather played piano. My dad would come up and he might sing Danny Boy or San Francisco Bay Blues. On that. You may run into him. He taught at South School for 27 years, South School in Tarhee, and he would reward his kids by bringing his guitar on Friday if they behaved during the week. In fact, one of the last nurses my dad had before he passed away, happened to be one of his students and was telling me the stories about how he bring in a guitar and how they remembered that. You may run into my dad playing weddings. I did a ton of weddings. Also did a ton of funerals. He did concerts. He did Lancaster Festival several years. He did some of his own concerts. He had a group of folks he sang with, Dan Hart Kippen and Nick Weiland and himself. They were kind of like a Peter, Paul, and Mary of the 1970s, if you're familiar with that kind of music, but just fantastic harmony among them. And they would sing kind of 1940s, 1950s type of sing-along folk songs. My dad sang a lot of singer-songwriter songs from 1970s, Gordon Lightfoot, Jim Croce, Harry Chapin. He'd do a lot of those songs as well. So you may have run into him in various formats. He also loved Celtic music, very Irish, loved telling Irish jokes, very Celtic. So you may have run into him. So he had a variety of influences, but I want to kind of get more into his music. And the first album he put out was in 1974, 51 years ago, called Pilgrim's Road. And let me give you a slice of some of the songs. Again, it was he had a very strong spiritual base. So a lot of his songs are inspirational, but with more of a folk tinge to it. So let me give you this first song I'm going to play for you is called On the Road. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you'll get a flavor for the type of music that he enjoyed playing.
On the road to Jericho, help the one with the heavy load, help the one who doesn't understand. Give a hand to the not so clean, help the man with a loving dream, spread your love out across the land. Give answer to your brothers, give answer to the dead, give witness to the one who showed the way.
So again, one example on the road from Pilgrim's Road. Here's a second song from Pilgrim's Road. This is a song that my dad wrote for my sister Amy. It's called Amy's Song. Again, you'll kind of get that folk flavor.
Whispers of our lasting love, dreams to be dreamed, carousels of ringing bells,
So again, you kind of get that early 1970s flavor. Gotta love that bass, by the way. I believe it's a stand-up bass. We had a stand-up bass in our living room for a long time, and so he would use that occasionally. Next song I want to feature here is a song called "Together Again." It's a song he actually wrote for my brother Scott, so it's kind of sub-labeled Scotty's song. But I love some of the pieces of wisdom in this one. Definitely has a lot to take away.
Life seems simple when you're small, and when you feel you're walking tall. But I'll be waiting for your call to come and talk to me. And when we talk it over, you will see two can make good company. Trust will make our thoughts run free, and we'll begin to grow, and we will see our place in the human dream, and fit our lives to the Father's scheme, and where it matters, take a stand, effect some changes and lend a hand, and we will be together.
Again, just like the On the Road, um, you catch the harmonies, just the amazing harmonies when you get to the chorus of Nick and Ann and my dad working together here. Next song I want to play for you is the last song I want to feature out of Pilgrim's Road um, album. It's a title song called Pilgrim's Road, actually one of my favorites. I learned to play it myself just because I enjoyed this song so much.
We are born to this, to love one another. We follow the Pilgrim's Road to the home of your brother. Your breath whirls in the reeds and trees, through the streets of the ghetto. Some find you in cathedrals, you're in the cool of the meadow. Please hold my hand, I want to be alive in your love. I want to be free.
So again, very folk-based, inspirational lyrics. So anyway, on some further podcasts, I am going to dive deeper into his Conversations album, the Up on Jackson Street CD, and a couple of other songs that he's featured here. And if you like these songs, you want to hear the whole album, I've got them all available on the Mike Wood Music YouTube channel. The price is right. It's free. All you got to do is tap into the YouTube. If you happen to have streaming services, actually some of these are free. I don't know if you know you get Spotify for free, for example, on your computer. It just costs you if you're on a mobile. But I've got a lot of these songs. Actually, I've got all these songs available on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music,